So I think that there are a lot of things that we do when we are raising girls. We teach them about how it is important to be nurturing. And we teach them about how it is important to be faithful. We teach them about how it is important to be dedicated. These are lessons that I learned very well. But I don't remember very many lessons about how to find my joy. I seem to kind of stumble on them. One of the first memories of that was when I found the writings of Nikki Giovanni. I remember something where it said, he said, ain't you kind of full of yourself? And she said, show me a woman who ain't full of herself and I'll show you a hungry person. Something about that made sense to me. In my little corner of my room trying to learn some lessons, you know? Another one happened when I discovered Ntozake Shange. And I just read her writing over and over again. I remember reading Black Women Are Magic. I remember reading I Found God in Myself and I loved her fiercely. That just like shook up my whole world. I was carrying those lessons with me in the back of my mind and still searching. I remember wanting to go through, feeling like there should be some kind of rites of passage. And I knew that there was like a cotillion. My parents couldn't afford for me to go to the cotillion. I remember feeling like I was missing something. Now I don't really feel like I missed anything. But when I got to college, I had a really transformative moment. And that was, I went to see a movie by myself. This is one of the only movies I remember going to see by myself. And it was Spike Lee's She's Gotta Have It. Now, I cannot even describe to you the excitement that I felt when I sat in that movie theater and the screen opened and I saw Nola and I was like, she looks like me. Like she's a real Black woman with real hair and a real body. Wow, look at that. It was just like amazing. I remember feeling like anybody, if they were in the movie theater watching me, they would have just seen me going. Because it wasn't only to see her and what it felt like to be recognized, but it was to see her claiming her joy, deciding she was the one in charge. It was like, wow, look at that. It did something for me. That's one of those lessons that I held on to. And another one happened when I was cast as an actress in For Colored Girls Who've Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough. Now, let me tell you, it is a rites of passage for a Black performer, a Black woman artist to be in this play. And I bet you all think that I'm telling you that because of what's happening on stage with all those, memorable monologues. I ain't sorry, and I found God in myself, but that is not the rites of passage that I want to tell you about. It was about what happened in the dressing room. Let me tell you that I learned some lessons about joy, about pleasure, about life, about relationships, about standing up for yourself, about giving the best you got in that dressing room. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you could have been a fly on the wall in there, still to this day, I go back to thinking about how there was wide open laughter and joy and teaching. Because that was a space where women were teaching each other, and we don't have a lot of that. And so when I think about those moments of rites of passage, I'm thinking now about Lizzo and what it feels like to see somebody who says, I am in this body. It is my body. It is beautiful. All of it. Okay. I'm thinking about a painter who I love, Brittany Leanne Williams, because she paints women's bodies full and whole and often red and powerful. And what I want to say is that I want to pass on to my children and my children's children, that in the lessons we are teaching, may we have the courage to remember that as much as we need faith and dedication and honesty and nurturing, we also need joy. Thank you.